Pop the hood on almost any car and you'll find an engine. But not all engines are built the same way. Some sip fuel, some roar, some don't burn anything at all. In the next 10 minutes, we'll walk through every major type, from the basics to the wild to the future, no jargon, just simple drawings and plain language. Let's start with the big question. How does an engine even work? Most cars use what's called an internal combustion engine. Internal because the burning happens inside it. The heart of it is a cylinder with a piston inside. The piston slides up and down like a syringe. Tiny explosions of fuel push that piston down. That motion is what eventually turns your wheels. Most engines do this in 4 steps, called strokes. Step 1, intake. The piston drops and sucks in air and fuel. Step 2, compression. The piston squeezes that mixture tight. Step 3, power. A spark ignites it. The blast shoves the piston back down with force. Step 4, exhaust. The piston pushes out the burnt gases. Suck, squeeze, bang, blow. Then it repeats. Thousands of times every single minute. All those tiny bangs add up to real power. That 4-step version is called a 4-stroke engine. It's smooth, efficient, and used in most cars. But there's a simpler cousin, the 2-stroke engine. It does the same job in just 2 movements. It fires on every single turn, not every other one. That makes it light and powerful for its size. You'll find these in chainsaws, dirt bikes, and jet skis. The downside? They're loud and burn oil with the fuel. So they're dirtier, which is why cars moved away from them. 4-stroke for clean and steady, 2-stroke for light and punchy. Now, what are these engines actually burning? The 2 classics are petrol and diesel. Petrol, also called gasoline, is the most common. It uses a spark plug to light the fuel, like striking a match at exactly the right instant. Petrol engines rev high and feel lively, great for quick, responsive, everyday driving. Diesel works differently with no spark plug at all. Instead, it squeezes the air until it's blazing hot. Then it injects fuel, which ignites from the heat alone. This is called compression ignition. Diesels make strong, low-end pulling power called torque. That's why trucks and heavy machines love them. They're also more fuel efficient on long trips, but they're heavier and can be noisier and smokier. Petrol, lively and smooth. Diesel, torquey and thrifty. Engines also differ in how their cylinders are arranged. Remember, each cylinder holds 1 piston. Cars usually have several working as a team. How you stack them changes everything about the engine. First, the most common, the inline engine. The cylinders sit in a single straight row. It's also called a straight engine. An inline 4 powers a huge share of normal cars. It's cheap, compact, and reliable. An inline 6 is longer, but wonderfully smooth. Next up, the V engine, shaped like the letter V. The cylinders split into 2 angled banks. This packs more cylinders into a shorter space. A V6 is compact yet powerful. The legendary V8 gives that deep, rumbling sound. Muscle cars and supercars adore it. Go bigger and you get V10s and V12s, found in exotic, high-performance machines. Now something different, the flat engine. The cylinders lie flat, facing each other sideways. They punch out like boxers' fists, so it's nicknamed the Boxer. It sits low, lowering the car's center of gravity. That means better balance and grip in corners. Subaru and Porsche are famous for Boxer engines. Then there's the rare and exotic W engine. Imagine 2 V engines squeezed together. It crams many cylinders into a tiny space. Bugatti's W16 is a famous monster. Now the oddball, the rotary engine. It has no pistons going up and down at all. Instead, a triangular rotor spins inside a chamber. It's tiny, light, and revs incredibly high. Mazda made it famous in the RX-7 and RX-8, but it drinks fuel and wears out its seals. Brilliant but tricky, a true cult favorite. Lastly, the radial engine with cylinders in a circle. They burst outward like spokes on a wheel. You'll mostly see these in old aircraft, not cars. The number of cylinders matters too. A single-cylinder engine is the simplest of all, common in motorcycles, scooters, and small tools. More cylinders generally mean more power and smoothness. 3 and 4 cylinders run most everyday cars. Audi loved the unusual 5-cylinder with its warble. 6, 8, and beyond, live in performance cars. But more cylinders also mean more cost and fuel use, so engineers balance power against efficiency. You might also hear engines measured in liters. That's the total space inside all the cylinders. Bigger displacement usually means more power. Here's a trick to get more power. Force in more air. More air plus more fuel equals bigger bangs. An engine with no help is naturally aspirated. It just breathes ordinary air on its own. A turbocharger uses leftover exhaust to spin a fan. That fan rams extra air back into the engine. Free power from gases that would have been wasted. A supercharger does the same, but it's spun by the engine. It responds instantly with no waiting. Both let small engines punch well above their size. Now let's leave fuel and fire behind. Meet the electric motor. No pistons, no explosions, no exhaust. A battery sends power to spin a motor directly. It delivers full torque the instant you press the pedal. That's why EVs feel so quick off the line. They're quiet, smooth, and produce no tailpipe fumes. But they rely on charging and battery range. What if you blend electric with a normal engine? That combination is called a hybrid. The electric motor helps at low speeds. The petrol engine takes over on the highway. Together, they save fuel and cut emissions. Some even recharge themselves as you brake. That clever trick is regenerative braking. A plug-in hybrid adds a bigger battery you can charge, so it can drive a while on electricity alone. Best of both worlds for many drivers. Finally, the futuristic option, hydrogen. One type uses a hydrogen fuel cell. It mixes hydrogen with oxygen to make electricity. That electricity then powers an electric motor. The only thing out the tailpipe is water. Another type simply burns hydrogen like fuel. Clean to run, but hydrogen is hard to store and supply. It's promising, but still early days. So let's quickly tie it all together. Engines burn fuel in strokes, 2 or 4. They run on petrol, diesel, or alternatives. Their cylinders line up inline in a V, flat, W, or rotary. More cylinders bring more power at a cost. Turbos and superchargers squeeze out extra performance. And electric, hybrid, and hydrogen point to the future. Every type is just a different answer to one question. How do we turn energy into motion? From a single thumping cylinder to a silent electric motor. Each one has its own character and purpose. Next time you hear an engine, you'll know its story. Thanks for watching. Which engine is your favorite? Like and subscribe for more simple explainers.